This video is about SAT practice from College Board 2017 to 18. Now let's go to number 1. If x minus 1 over 3 equals k and k equals 3, what's the value of x? So we got 3 over here. Then when you solve any equation, we try to get rid of that denominator. So we multiply by 3 both sides. You will get the x minus 1 equals 9. Therefore, x equals 10. That's it. For number 2, for I equals the square root of -1, that's complex number. What's the sum? When you do the sum of a complex number, basically we combine like terms. So 7 and a -8, it will be -1. Positive 3 and then positive 9 will be 12i. Answer will be A. For number 3, one guy sent an M text message each hour for 5 hours. Keywords is each. That means you got to do multiplication, you got the 5M. And another guy sent P text message each hour for 4 hours. That means you need to plus 4p. That's the total message they sent out. So answer, it will be C. For number 4, when you talk about linear function, and then the coefficient of variable d, this will be slope. So -23 will be slope. And 180, we call that y-intercept, that's B. Slope, you have to use that word is each. Or you can use every. Or you can use per. Or 1 hour or 1, something like that. And to show. But the B, that means y-intercept, means initial value. Which means before you get started, how many over there, that's we call the initial value. So you could say CD definitely wrong because they using the words per day or per hour. And from the given information, we know that P is the number of phone left, which means before you get started, how many phones over there need you to repair. Therefore, answer, it will be B. Kathy starts each week with 108 phones to fix. Answer A, why it's wrong. 180, that's the phone number of the phone. It's not dates. So let's go to number 5. Basically, it's a combine like terms, but if you have negative sign before parentheses, you need to change the sign. So first of all, we need to rewrite the algebraic expressions, get rid of that parentheses. Since nothing before the parentheses for the first expressions, I just bring down as it is. So you got like this. But second one, you need to change the sign. So you will get plus x squared y, then minus 3xy squared plus 3y squared. Then you combine like terms. These two like term. You will get the 2x squared y. So these two you have it. And this is a cancelled out because you will get the 0. Therefore, your answer, it will be C. For number 6, H stands for the height of a boy, and A stands for that boy's age in years between ages of 2 and 5. Based on the model, what's the estimated increase in inches of a boy's height each year? That is each year. Each year, that means basically it's a slope. So which one is the slope? It will be 3. That's the answer. So for number 6, the keywords is each year. That means you are looking for slope. For number 7, the formula above gives the monthly payment M needed to pay off a loan of P dollars at R% annual interest over N months. Which of the following give P in terms of M, R, and N? So basically, I'm looking for P. When we consider P is the variable, and we need to isolate P on the right side this time. So we need to multiply by denominator, then divide by the top so that we can reduce. In other words, we need to multiply by 1 plus R over 1200 to the nth power minus 1. Then you need to divide R over 1200. Then it will be 1 plus R over 1200 nth power. That's your answer. So answer is B. For number 8, if A over B equals 2, what's the value of 4B over A? If A over B equals 2, since I'm looking for B over A, so I will flip both sides, get the B over A equals 1 over 2. So I got the 4 times 1 over 2. That's how 2 will be your answer. For number 9, and I'm looking for the xy to the system of equation. If you are given the coordinates, easy way is a plug in. So we plug x equals -5 and y equals -2, plug in both. If I make both true, that means A will be your answer. I know A is not the answer, so after I plug in separately, then we know B will be your answer. For number 10, for the function g defined above, A is constant and g of 4 equals 8. What's the value of g of -4? First of all, you can plug in. It will be g of 4 equals A, plug in x equals 4. You will get the 4 squared plus 24. So you will get the 16a plus 24 equals 8. Then you solve for a, you will get the a equals -1. So you will get the g of x equals -x squared plus 24. Therefore, if you plug in -4, then you will get the -4 squared plus 24 equals 8. The 8 will be your answer. But we have better way to do this. Since we're looking for 4 and a -4, so just check, is the g function, is it even function? If even function, we know that it will be f of -x equals f of x. If g function is an even function, then we can get g of negative x equals g of x. And then the answer will be 8 because g of negative 4 will be g of 4. But you need to prove, is it this one is an even function? So how to prove that? For this part, you will get the g of negative x. I plug in, get the a of negative x squared plus 24. So you will get the ax squared plus 24. That means g of x. Therefore, this is even function, and these two equals to each other. Therefore, A will be your answer. For number 11, we are looking for what was the price per pound of beef when it was equal to the price per pound of chicken. Therefore, B equals C. If B equals C, then these two equal. So I will set up like 2.35 plus 0.25x. It will be equal to 1.75 plus 0.40x. Since this is a linear function, I need to isolate the variable on one side. So you need to subtract 0.25 on the right side and need to subtract 1.75 on the left side. Therefore, you will get this one is 0.15x. That equals, this will be 0, here is a 6, 0.6. Then x equals to 4. After this, you need to plug into the b function. Then you will get 2.35 plus 0.25 times 4. Then you will get, this is 1, and b is 3.35. That's the answer. For number 12, a line in the xy plane passes through the origin and has a slope of 1 over 7. That means we have y equals 1 over 7x. Then ask which point lie on the line. So we just need to plug in when x equals 0, it will be 0. So A is wrong. When x equals 1, it's not 7. When C is wrong too. So the D, it will be the answer. For number 13, we call this is a complex fraction. So using that, it will be A over B plus C over D. And answer will be denominator multiply. Then you do cross multiply. I got the AD plus or minus BC. Therefore, I need to do cross multiply here. You will get, this is 1. So denominator multiply, that's x plus 2 times x plus 3. Then you will get the x plus 3 plus x plus 2. Therefore, I will get top is 1. Combine like terms, I got the 2x plus 5. Denominator will be x plus 2 times x plus 3. And for the complex fraction, we know that it's A over B. Then you do the C over D. focus on the denominator, you need to flip. Therefore, you will get the A times D over B times C. For this function, this will be the denominator. That's why you need to jump to the top. Then you will get the x plus 2 times x plus 3 over 2x plus 5. Then you can do the FOIL, and your answer will be B. For number 14, we need to analyze what's going on here. But we do know that 8, I can write down 2 to the third power. Therefore, if you have 8 to the x power, that means 2 to the third power, then to the x power. That's power of a power means 2 to the 3x power. So I will write down 2 is a 3x power, and then 2 to the y's power. This is a division of a power. Subtract the exponents. Then you get the 3x minus y. Since it's 3x minus y, you will get 12. So your answer will be 2 to the 12th power. For number 15, if you have problem like this, you need to do the FOIL to get rid of those parentheses. Then you need to compare the coefficient of x squared or x or constant. So first of all, we need to do the FOIL. You will get abx squared plus 7ax plus 2bx plus 14. Then I organize, I will get the abx squared plus x, I need to take out. I got 7a plus 2b x plus 14. Then just check the coefficient for x squared, that's ab. Here's a 15, which means your ab equals 15. And 7a plus 2b, that's the coefficient for x. It will be equal to c. And since we already know that a plus b equals 8, so I need to solve a plus b equals 8 and ab equals 15. So I will do the a equals 8 minus b. Then I plug in here. Then you will get the 8 minus b times b equals 15. Distributive property, you will get the 8b minus b squared equals 15. And we know this will be quadratic function, so you need to get equal to 0. I move everything to the right side because I want to get the coefficient for b squared is positive. Therefore, I will get b squared minus 8b plus 15. You will get 0. Then you can factor that as b minus 3 times b minus 5. Then your b1 equals 3 and b2 equals 5. Then you plug into a equals 8 minus b. You will get a1 equals 5 or a2 equals 3. Therefore, since I'm looking for that c, and I need to plug in here. Then when a equals 5, b equals 3, I need to plug in. I will get c equals 7 times 5 plus 2 times 3. That will be the C1. And it will be 35 plus 6. That means 41. Then you also have C2. You need to plug in a equals 3 and b equals 5. Therefore, that means 7 times 3 plus 2 times 5. You will get 31. Therefore, your answer will be 31 and 41. For number 16, t greater than 0 and t squared minus 4 equal to 0. What's the value of t? You can solve this one by factoring. Then it's t1 equals 2 and t2 equals negative 2. Because you factor as t minus 2 and t plus 2. Since t greater than 0, that means t equals 2. This is not the answer. That's why t equals 2 for 16. For number 17, according to the diagram, we know the angle D equals angle E. And also we have vertical angle equal to each other. Therefore, triangle AEB will be similar to triangle CDB. If two triangles are similar to each other, that means the ratio of corresponding sides will be equal to each other too. Therefore, I can get x over 800. It will be equal to 1400 over 700. Then we reduce. Here it's 1, this is 2, then you do the cross multiply. Your x will be 1600. For number 18, we have so many ways to solve system of equation. But according to the given problem, since this is a standard form and I have x, so you just do the subtraction. You will get the negative y equals to positive 16. And y will be equals to negative 16. Then you, from the first equation, you will get the x equals negative 9 minus y. So we plug in, you will get negative 9 minus negative 16. You will get 7. So x will be 7. For number 19, basically this question tests on the co-function formula, which means I have sine 90 degree minus x, you get the cosine x. And cosine 90 degree minus x, you will get the sine x. So from this one, you will get sine x. That means 4 over 5. For number 20, we need to plug in a into this function. You will get the tan square root of 2 equals square root of 2x. Then you need to do square both sides. Then when you do the square, 10 square will be 100. Square root of 2 square will be 2. Then get the 2x. Therefore, x will be 200 over 2 is 100.